What are some girls' secrets that guys don't know about? We also think periods are gross, but we don't have the luxury of avoiding them. Our favorite bra hasn't been washed in 2 weeks. I told this to my male coworkers one time and they were horrified to say the least. Might not be a girl exclusive thing, but I personally need a lot more foreplay to actually enjoy. Most of the time I can't get off from strictly penetration no matter how badly we both want it. Can we bring back dry humping? It never left. The dry humping is coming from inside the house. We are almost always at least a little wet. It's not that you're hot, our bodies just need to be to function. Like a dog's nose? Boop. Boop the cooch. We get so turned on that our clit actually hurts sometimes. The throb. Throbamina. Girth versus length. I feel like guys always base each other off their length. I've had 9-inch skinny wasn't great. I've had a 5-inch length thick and it was a ride. I remember a comedian I heard once. People always have these weird stereotypes about us black men. For some reason people think we're all walking around with these massive. It's not true, people. 6 inches. That's it. That's all. That's as wide as I get. Based on other things from here and from the guy's secret one. Sometimes girls go to the bathroom with the intention to poop, but a lot of the times it's to go to pee and you had no idea you also had to poop and still you start peeing. If you're giving oral, not using your hands, ignoring the clit altogether, and basically penetrating her with your tongue, you're most likely gonna get a faked orgasm or at least faked moans. Girls hate periods and find them gross too, but we deal with them anyways. We don't like seeing the blood and clots and things that come out, and if there was a choice between a little leprechaun that popped out once a month and said, hey, you're not pregnant or getting your period, we'd all go for the leprechaun. With the period, sometimes girls can be moody for days before their period, sometimes she can be moody on her period. Some girls it's set in stone when she'll be moody, but others that can fluctuate. She's not choosing to be that way, her period just brings an increase in hormones that will cause it. Just like drinking 6 cups of coffee in an hour would make a person wired. My mom, before she had a boob reduction, would literally call my dad over just to hold her boobs in the air so she could breathe and stretch up without the weight of them pulling on her back. Ooh, that's love. We, or at least some of us, get ridiculously horny on our periods. It's a painful paradox. Some guys don't understand how different many girls look without makeup. A more or less common response to some female friends is, are you sick or did you not bother to just put on any makeup? Usually it's both or the latter. My boss the other day, you look a bit gray. Oh, you mean my dress? No, your face. I actually burst out laughing. Half the time I'm readjusting my bra, I'm actually trying to scratch my nipple. Whenever I readjust my pants, chances are I'm trying to scratch my nuts, so I can relate. When you hold your breasts when you walk up the stairs so they don't jiggle because that's uncomfortable. When you walk down the stairs, painful. Up is fine, down is, dear God. No, I'm a guy and I do this. We have so many hair-related issues, plucking dark random nipple hairs, trying to line up when we shave our areas to when we hook up to avoid guys from seeing razor burn or ingrown hairs. Before getting out of the shower, we have to pick out hair from our butt crack, and she keeps going on, and hell hath no fury like a woman who shaved and didn't get laid. That's the cream right there. At least in my experience, not a single girl I've interacted with has been turned on by an unsolicited pic. And trust me, he has tried. Boob acne is a thing that happens and it's perfectly normal. Trust me. Same with stretch marks around the breasts and thighs. For f***'s sake, if I'm about to come, that does not mean change one thing about what you're doing. Don't go faster or slower or God forbid change the position. Stay exactly as you are. Please. Some of us get extremely horny during the period and little before that. Not the best timing and not so many men dig it. My wife gets horny and irritable at the same time. Definitely not the best combo. She'll complain all day and then wonder why I wasn't enthusiastically initiating anything in bed. Took me a few years to notice the pattern. Same. Few days before. Horny AF, but also so irritated. Few days after. Extremely close, but not horny at all. No winning at all. Periods suck overall, but they are very different depending on the girl. Some women get emotional, some are completely normal. Some periods last for 8 days, some last for 3 days. Some girls are in extreme pain, some have just mild discomfort. Some flows are very heavy, some are very light. AKA, I'm on my period can mean anything from sorry, I'm completely incapacitated, or I'm just feeling a little worse than usual. Some girls like squeezing their boobs. I remember asking my friend if I was weird for doing this, and she was like, we all do it, we just don't talk about it. Be proud of your girls. So yeah, we do this. You can't blame us, they're squishy and fun. An actual conversation I had with my girlfriend. You play with your boobs a lot, huh? What? I don't think I do. You're literally doing it now. Oh, yeah, underboob sweat is a thing. Screw the underboob, cleavage condensation is a... Some dudes have that, can confirm. Expected girl secrets, got mostly girl secretes posts instead. Heavy makeup and no makeup looks mean something completely different than what you're thinking. If you have sex without a condom, we need a good few minutes after to let everything drain out of us. I always tell my boyfriend, BRB, that's disgusting, because I love seeing the cringe. You you a girl I dated in college would say she gotta go drop the kids off. Oh my, I can see how it haunts you to this day. Sometimes we stand up and things just gush out of us. We always think it's our period. The all too common did I just get my period moment? It's like cell phone phantom vibrate. Phantom period. It feels like giving birth to a small jellyfish. If there are any men fashion designers on here, women who like dresses want pockets in the dresses. And I don't mean near my boob, I mean on the actual skirt part. I love my one dress with pockets. I am convinced the designer of the modern skirt was a miserable old man who said, God already gave women a pocket, they're not getting any more. Single dad with a daughter. This thread feels so important and also mind-numbingly terrifying. How slowly we have to pull out a dry tampon in order to not rip our vagina tissue out. Birthing the dry tampon baby is the #1 reason I switched to a menstrual cup. There's guys that I've just dry humped with, and honestly, it was better than all the P&V I've ever had. I had a great dry hump session once with a girl I've been trying to hook up with for a long time. When she was ready, she went to pull it out, and while I'm thinking to myself, it's finally happening, she says, it's really wet, and I'm like, what the f is she talking about? We hit the lights and I have a lesion on my bleeding like a mofo on my pants zipper. From my pants zipper. No was had that day. Bloody and blue balls were the exact opposite result I was looking for that night. TLDR, only dry hump in sweatpants. I think most girls appreciate emotional support in tough situations more than advice. While I'm crying, I don't want my partner to tell me what I should do. My wife says, I don't want you to fix it, I just want to tell you about it. Took me a while to get used to that. Same reasoning applies to daughters. In pants hard bulge pic, way better than actual picture of your What my girlfriend just told me though is apparently the gray sweatpants make it look so much better, and not many guys tell you that. Like, so much better. The gray pants print is everything. Apparently. Some of us have to shave our toes. And nipples. I plucked those. And happy little trails. Put me down for all of the above. Drunk girls in the bathroom are the nicest girls in the world. I don't care how terrible it looks. If you make me a card or gift instead of buying me one, I will adore it forever. I'm super late to this party, but I lift my boobs up so I feel like I can breathe without the weight of them. Have no idea if anyone else does this, to be honest. It's a great feeling. Once in a while, I put mine on a table and imagine this is what it feels like to be free. Guy here, I do this with my belly. Is there anything on my butt is code for, has my period leaked? Bro, is there anything on my butt? Nah, I don't see any blood. What are you talking about? Chris, I'm not stupid. I browse Reddit. When we say don't stop during it means don't stop what you're doing. Don't go harder, don't go faster, just don't stop doing it exactly as you are right now. It seems that when this is said, the guy speeds up or starts f***ing up the rhythm. I get some guys get super excited and go faster, harder, but for me it feels more like when you're halfway through a Guitar Hero solo on Expert and your friend says, oh don't stop, and then of course your hand starts to cramp up and you lose your rhythm and then you start to f*** up. Not heard anyone compare Guitar Hero to in a while. You're not even trying to get along with my mom. Call her up and ask her out for coffee. The first time she met me, she called me your ex's name. Then she called me girlfriend for 4 years. We got married 3 years into this. You know she's not good with names. And then she told me that she wouldn't let me take advantage of you. Wait, well, what? And then spent 6 months ignoring me at weekly dinners. And then tried to convince you I was cheating on you right after we got engaged. And then got mad when you started consulting me with all your major life changes and accusing me of stealing her baby. The list ends here, but the shit I continue to put up with doesn't. The secret of getting us to have more is to do equal housework and organizing so that we aren't so tired all the time. The stubborn idea that, in general, women somehow don't crave as much as men is just wrong. I've had an old guy straight up and unironically tell me that women don't enjoy That used to be conventional thinking, and obviously it varies person to person and we all have different drives, but the hesitance, shyness that girls are trained to express around is just cultural, not biological. We think about it just as much as you do. And, unhelpful person anecdote here, but I've never been with a guy who could keep up. Don't be surprised if she runs you ragged. We, on occasion, enjoy bathing in the blood of our enemies while occasionally summoning Daedric princes. If you ask us where we want to go for dinner and we can't decide, there are possibly 2 reasons. Last time we suggested a restaurant and you complained, so we aren't going to pick again because we don't want to deal with that. Or we aren't craving anything, so anywhere really is fine. Go to Yelp and pick the closest place that you haven't tried yet. Make it an adventure, why not? I know this is just me, but I don't know if any girls feel this way around guys they like. Around the guy I like, I want to make him happy, and that's all I really care about. He makes my day super bright when it's dark. I want to tell him how much I care, but worried about the response it will give me. To me, guys' feelings are so confusing, and from someone who's seen both sides of the fence, I don't think guys or girls are confusing. I think people are just confusing, and everyone just needs to grow some more balls and take their shot. Why the hell not? That seeing a man in a well-fitted suit and tie is probably equivalent to men seeing women naked. My husband recently tried on some suits, and every time he came out of that dressing room, my heart skipped a beat. Unless you want your emergency evacuated from our vaginas, do not make us laugh after. Today I learned both men and women got a lot of junk problems. We all thought we were pregnant of the next Jesus, even though we were virgins at least once in our lifetime. We don't like being emotionally unstable before our periods just as much as you don't like dealing with it. A lot of times when we wear makeup, it's not because we think we're ugly without it or feel insecure, or we're trying to catfish anyone. Some of us just like putting on makeup because it completes and complements the entire outfit, similarly to what a tie does to a suit. A good comparison. They screenshot and share so many things. It wasn't just me and my girlfriend. It was me, my girlfriend, and her WhatsApp group with a bunch of other girls. Most of us hate the smell of Axe. We don't understand why guys think it smells good or why they think it would be attractive to women. Also, just because you can't smell yourself doesn't mean we can't as well. Take a shower. We don't understand why guys think it smells good. Marketing, if I had to take a guess. Never used it myself, but the commercials for it told me it would cover up my smell and get women to like me. Well, it does cover up your smell, that's for sure. Name checks out. Axe smells fine when you put it on right. I've had many people who profess to hate the stuff compliment me on my cologne while I was wearing it. The issue is most teen boys will bathe in Axe instead of water. Cologne and perfume are supposed to be discovered, not announced. Men's hands can be incredibly attractive to straight or bi women. Guys, if you catch a woman looking at your hands, it means she's visualizing what they'd look like or feel on her body when you're having. If a woman comments positively on your hands or touches your hands, she wants you. Keep your nails clean and well trimmed. After we've given birth, we like to share all the gory details with it with other women who have given birth. Also, compete a little on who had it the worst. Got an orange-sized hemorrhoid after labor. Honestly, couldn't poop for 3 weeks. We actually genuinely like when guys are okay with embracing some femininity or just appreciate girly things instead of mocking it. Seriously, you don't have to like stereotypically feminine things, but it really makes us like you a lot more if you're open to learning about things we like or being a little girly every once in a while. It shows you're secure in yourself and not immature. Plus, it kind of sucks to have things you enjoy mocked so much because it's seen as stereotypical. I got mocked relentlessly by people because I let my girlfriend paint my nails pink with sparkles. Apparently, it makes me gay to do something that makes my girlfriend happy. In my eyes, it's dumb. She's happy, it's not going to kill me, and at the end of the day, that's a relationship. The fact some people would call you gay for letting your girlfriend paint your nails is hilarious. Yeah, there's nothing gay than a guy with, a girlfriend. Pregnancy is way harder than you think it is, even on a good day. I had pain or at least discomfort in obscure parts of my body that overwhelmed me. The exhaustion is unparalleled. The hormones, the muscle spasms, bone aches, crushing fears, uncontrollable circumstances, it's a lot to handle, and you literally cannot get a break from those things until the kid comes out. Then you have a whole new set of things to deal with. I say this as someone who actively wanted to get pregnant and will most likely do it again someday. I love my daughter, and I loved a lot of things about being pregnant with her, but it was also kind of the worst, and birthing her was a whole other nightmare in itself. So basically, react to pregnant and postpartum women with twice the kindness and empathy you think they deserve. Sometimes if you sit down to pee and you accidentally sit at a slight angle, your whole opposite butt cheek gets covered in pee. Very annoying. We like foreplay. Totally underrated these days. Taking your bra off at the end of the day truly is the best feeling in the world. If you're a guy who pulls his completely out and back in during, you are literally pumping air into us, and it hurts when you're inflated like a balloon. keep it in. The fancier women's bathrooms usually have a couch so we can sit and talk to each other while our men wait impatiently outside thinking we're touching up our makeup. Stop pulling my boobs out over the top of my bra. Yes, I'm aware it can be sexy, however this stretches out the bra and those things are expensive and sometimes difficulty finding the best fit, thank you very much. Some of us like our alone time. Don't freak out if we don't text you back after a while. I'm the kind of girl that drops off the mat for weeks at a time, but I'll always return. Always. I just like the outdoors and my quiet time. I've known outdoor cats like this. In this thread, bodily fluids. Lots of them. Be warned. I don't know if it's been said, but I always think I'm pregnant. You know, craving a certain food, must be prego. Period didn't show up the minute I thought it would. I'm clearly having a child. Having said that, my husband and I are currently trying, so I'm at the constant state of totes prego. Last had 2 years ago, but have a dizzying headache. Must be pregnant. Need some pasta sauce and can't decide on a brand? Definitely prego.